Hi everybody, Clint back here today. Today I'm going to show you what I chose to put in my bug out bag, or survival bag. I actually don't like the term 72-hour bag because to me, if you're grabbing this bag, things are a lot worse than what might happen in the next 3 days. I'm not trying to survive off of this for 3 days. This is grab this bag and go from now until forever, until you can improve your situation. So that's, in my opinion, it's probably not going to be 72 hours. It may be shorter than that. It may be much, much longer. So bug out bag or survival bag, those are the terms I like. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I chose to put in my bag. The reasons that you may have to bug out are numerous. I mean, you know, look what happened when the levee broke down in Louisiana, and it was just total anarchy. People were looting, shooting at each other, shooting at rescuers. I mean, it's just nuts. I mean, that's just one example of why you might want a bug out bag. You know, you got a minute to grab something. You can run into your house and grab something. What are you going to take? You ever ask yourself that question? It's kind of strange because you got to think, well, I don't know. I might need this. I might have to, you know, you're going to grab your wallet. Do I have pictures? Do I have valuables? Or am I going to need some food? What are the situations that I'm going to be faced with that I'm going to need? Well, you can't make that decision in a minute. You can't think about it and just come up with everything you need and get out the door. That's the whole purpose for a bag like this. It could be personal disaster. Could be some financial crisis. Could be a blackout and there's anarchy in the streets. I mean, you go for too long. We had a blackout a few years ago, and it was just a few days, thank goodness, but it starts getting in a couple weeks and you can't get food, and you know, refrigerators aren't working anymore. Desperate measures, things happen, you know. I think you'd find yourself put in a situation that you don't want to be in. But this is the bag that gets you prepared for that, essentially. I'm going to run in, I'm going to grab this and whatever I've got on my body and in my pockets. So anyway, let's get going on it. For the bag, I chose the Blackhawk Titan Hydration Pack. If you want to see a review on this bag, I do have another video. Just check out my videos. I discuss all the finer points about it. First off, a container. Very important. Nalgene bottle, one side. Got another Nalgene bottle on the other side. Water and fluids are very important, so a clean water source is important. You want to take some clean water with you. You know, fill your bottles before you go. There's a hydration bladder in the back here. Fill that up. If you have a hydration pack, fill that up and run out the door. You know, in the back of my pack here, I've got, you know, there's a lot of, I'm really, you know, you're limited to what you can carry. I figure for a round number of about 40 pounds. You know, 40 pounds I can carry. I'm a 210-pound guy. I do have a herniated disc in my back though, so I'm not putting 70 pounds in my back and hiking all day, or walking or getting to where I need to go. I need something I can carry for about 40 pounds. I feel that's pretty reasonable. I can handle that. So it's about what I have here. So you can't, I mean, canned foods are extremely heavy. I mean, you're eating 1-to-1, you know, the weight of that food, and the can. Metal is heavy too. So I get a lot of things like this. Beef jerky, it's dried out. It's got a lot more nutrients than the equal weight of fully hydrated beef. Full of nutrients, lots of protein, a lot of emphasis on protein in my bag too. I love protein, but also everything in your body is repaired with protein. So you gotta have it. You also need an energy source. You can have a lot of protein and no sugar, no carbs or anything, and you're not gonna have much energy. Your body will burn protein for energy if it doesn't have anything else though. So raisins, great energy source. There is 9 servings in here, 130 calories per serving. This is over 1,000 calories of pure energy basically. Plus they're nutritious and they've got some vitamins in there for you. They're not, the raisins aren't super light. This is 12 ounces in the pack, but I think for what you're getting in there, it's real effective. I've also got some of these Mountain House foods. These are freeze-dried, so this is like, I don't know, 2 ounces, very light. And this is lasagna with meat sauce. 14 grams of protein per serving, 240 calories, 2 servings here. 2 servings for women, I think. 1 for me. If I was trying to survive, I might just break it into 2 servings. Okay. We've got spaghetti with meat sauce. We've got good carbs, good protein. Again, very light, a little bulky in the package, but very light. And you just add boiling water, and you've got yourself a meal. One philosophy in my bug out bag planning is that you're going to you need some luxury. You need something that keeps you from going crazy, whether it's a harmonica, to keep you busy, something good to eat that you can save, and just you can sort of treat yourself when you're in survival conditions. I think when you're in a survival situation, you're going to be in a very stressed condition. The people around you are very stressed, and if you have 1 or 2 small items that keep you happy, it could be like an iPod or something, as long as you have battery power. I think it's going to ease the whole experience for you. Some familiarity with some object, thing, or food, and I think it'll be a much easier experience for you. It'll keep you from going crazy anyway. So, one of my luxury items I'm taking is ice cream. This is Spaceman ice cream, freeze-dried ice cream. This stuff is delicious. My only problem with this stuff is that I keep eating it out of my bug out bag. It's so good. So I have to keep buying it when I go out to make sure I have it in there. It's good stuff. Hash browns. This is non-Perel home-style hash browns. They come in these little cartons. And here we've got 7 servings. 7 servings. That's a half a cup prepared. It's freeze-dried hash browns. You add boiling water, and apparently this entire container will fill like a huge pot, so you could feed a whole group with this. A lot of energy in there, not a lot of weight. Okay. Got another chili mac with beef. Here's my little cook set. This is a GSI Soloist. It's a very lightweight cook set. I like things that are multi-purpose too. If it has 2 purposes and takes up the space of 1, that's great. So right here, this is a coated bag. This is a container. We can use it for carrying water, carrying liquids, storing anything you want. You can use it as a wash basin. Here we have the pot. Lid. We've got an extendable spork in here. We've got, this is actually a sleeve for a stove. Actually, your stove and fuel cell can fit in here as well. And then we've got a little bowl to eat out of. It's got an insulated liner. Here I've got dryer lint. This is lint just out of the lint trap in the dryer. This actually, as pulled out of the dryer, is some big huge pile of lint, but you shove it in a bag, it compresses way down. You can fluff this up and use it as a fire starting tinder. It'll light very easily. I guess this stuff's like, it's almost like napalm. It lights so fast. Okay, here's another thing. This is something the Army will tell you all about. You got to have clean, dry socks, or at least dry socks. If you're going to be walking all day, you want dry socks. Your feet, you got to take care of your feet. So the best material for that is wool. Wool is breathable. It does not hold moisture like cotton. Cotton will hold moisture and you'll get blisters, and then once your feet are covered in blisters, you just won't walk anymore. So your mobility is completely restricted. So wool socks, I've got 3 pairs in here. It's actually the only material that'll actually wick moisture when it's in a vapor state. It doesn't actually have to soak up the moisture, it'll wick it in a vapor state. It's pretty awesome. Another luxury item that I choose to bring. I call it luxury item, but it's really not. Toilet paper. I see a lot of bug out bags because I watch a lot of videos on YouTube with no toilet paper in them. I've got 5 rolls here. I'm probably gonna see if I can squeeze a 6th roll in there. The cardboard tubes are out of them. They actually sell these for backpacking. I think my life would be severely hindered, or my outlook on survival would be severely restricted if I had to wipe my butt with leaves. You get rashes and stuff because I've had to do it, and it's not fun. So, toilet paper, that's a necessity, I think. It'll at least get you by until you can start warming up to the fact that you're wiping your butt with leaves.